Friday update, June 10th. Let's start with Officer Moreno. I've talked to him a couple times in the last 2 days. His issues are being addressed. Hopefully, he gets released in the next couple days here. His spirits are still high. He did not require any surgery, thankfully. I'll keep you posted for when that release is going to occur. Monday morning, Joey Huerta's daughter, Ariel, will be graduating from high school. We're asking as many officers to show up and support her, unlike the department has supported her father, sadly not still designating him a COVID line of duty death. But we, as the Blue family, can certainly be out there en masse to show her that we haven't forgotten and we support her and remember her father, who gave his life for this job. The time and location will be posted on the FOP website and the Facebook page. Tuesday, we have a fundraising benefit for Officer Carolyn Crump with a little under 3 weeks to go before the primary election. Carolyn's campaign is coming to the home stretch here. It will be at the Morgan Arts Center on 35th and Morgan, starting at 7 p.m. Come show support if you can. We also need volunteers. We need to make sure we get as many people out, get her name out everywhere we possibly can through Inglewood, Canaryville, Bridgeport, and even the south end of the Gold Coast, if you can believe that. But active, retired, no volunteers are too many, so the more the merrier. Call the PAC director, Mike Cosentino, at the FOP and give him your information, and we will certainly find something for you to do. That also goes for Aaron Jones' Senate run up on the northwest side. Early voting starts next week. We are asking all the members in the Senate 10th District on the northwest side to pull a Democratic ballot. I know the temptation is to vote Republican, but we need to make sure that Aaron gets enough votes from law enforcement to take Bob Martwick out of office once and for all and send him into retirement. Lastly, I'm just going to say this. We've been under attack for 2+ years, harder than ever before. We now know that one of the people most responsible for this attack cannot be trusted with her office. She has literally been given a pass. The media hasn't touched it. Nobody's talked about it. But for our state's attorney to be involved in a domestic situation, and it's been swept under the rug. You're noticing a pattern here? It's the second domestic by a sitting official that nobody wants to talk about because they're so afraid of the backlash of then being called racist, homophobic, you name it, misogynistic. But again, it's rules for thee and rules for me. If any of these incidents happened with an officer, you can guarantee there'd be a giant floodlight shined on it. The media would be all over it. The politicians would be pushing a narrative to then again still vilify the police. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see how that washes out. Lastly, I'm going to say this. Wednesday at 10 a.m., you should have gotten a postcard for a special general meeting for active members only prior to the normal general meeting at noon. This is all about the dues increase that took effect that the board of directors had already approved back in February. Sadly, as I said last week, there's members in this lodge who would love to see this whole thing go away just so they can try and have a foothold in the upcoming election and put everything at the doorstep of John Catanzara and the Vision 2020 team. Well, the sad reality is the people who would most love to see this fail are the same people who have created this environment of anti-law enforcement. 3653, the alderman in City Hall, the last thing they want is the FOP to be a political player. That's been our goal from day one. That's still our direction. And you have a chance at 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning to come out en masse and have a unanimous vote that this is the direction we need to go, and we need to send a signal to these politicians and sadly some of our own members who can't see the forest through the trees. It's all about personal greed. But we'll see what happens Wednesday morning. I'll see you all there.